lose 3-0 to the Nashville Predators. This story is the fact the Blackhawks cannot ice a roster that's incompetent enough to play a NHL team. Because this team right now is not an NHL roster, how it's put together. Kyle Davidson seriously needs to get on the effing phone and get this team some help. I am frustrated at this point. There's been injury after injury after injury and more. It's been every freaking game, it seems like. This team has to go to another player on injury reserve because Anthony Beauvillier today, injured. Taylor Radish the other night, injured. Tyler Johnson, injured. Taylor Hall at the beginning of the year, injured multiple times. Steph Jones, injured. After the CU, I have no clue when he's coming back. It is frustrating. The injuries on this team is leading to this team getting so hurt on ice where the performance isn't there. Arvid Soderblom tonight, frankly, played one of his better games all season. He let in one goal, really, that was on himself. He ended up letting in 2 goals on himself, but one of them, the first goal, was the goal that really he probably should have had back. But, well, we lose it 3-0 because the Hawks give up 2 power play goals to the Nashville Predators and 1 empty net goal. That's how it went. The Hawks offense isn't here. They tried to play fancy on the power play. They tried to do stuff on the PK that's not working. This team is not good. I get it. We might be tanking. I get that. That's what I know. This is a tanking season, but I don't care. When you have a once-in-a-generation talent like Connor Bedard on your roster, you should not be putting this much crap out on the ice. You need to get help. You have players like Lucas Reichel, who has suffered all season, who has regressed all season, and not helping his development. You have players like Cole Gutman, who's in and out of the lineup. He was in the lineup today. He missed a couple chances to score, but he's a young player who can help, but he needs help on this team too. Kurashev, again, younger player, but he can't help with this team too much. This team needs help. There's massive holes on this roster that's leading to this team getting hurt. That's getting to the point where you're having to call up from Rockford, and that's hurting players down in Rockford for their chances and playing well because the Ice Hogs can't ice many players at this point because soon we might have to call up the entire Rockford Ice Hogs. It's just going down the pipeline right now. There's way too many injuries that's hurting this roster. I'm just going to go over the stats of the game. Hawks ended up facing 36 shots. Soderblom ended up making a total of 34 saves on 35 shots. He made 33 saves on 35 shots face. That's good. But he still loses 3-0 because the Hawks offense isn't there. Total shots on goal per period, 5-16 for Nashville in the first, 8-9 for Nashville in the second, 8-11 for Nashville in the third, 21-36 in favor for Nashville. Hits 25-23 for the Blackhawks. Block shots 25-11. Blackhawks. That shows where we're in the defensive zone so much. Face-off percentage, 42% to the Hawks, 58% to Nashville. Power play, Hawks went 0 for 3 because they were trying to be too fancy on it. Nashville went 2 for 4. This is not good. When you have a roster depleted to the point where you're on the studs, it hurts. Your power play needs to just play smart and not play fancy because you're not going to score. You're on a team right now, you're looking at a first power play unit of this roster consisting of Philip Kurashev, Cole Gutman, Connor Bedard, Kevin Korchinski, and Anthony Beauvillier was on it, but he got injured. Nick Foligno on the power play. That's a small power play unit. Maybe you want to try something where I get it, another small forward comes up, but it's time. You need to try something up. Put Reichel on that first power play unit with Bedard. Help this team out. I'm sorry. It's frustrating. Goal scored in the first period, 5 minutes and 16 seconds by Gustav Nyquist off the power play, his 9th of the season. Then in the third period, it was O'Reilly and Evan Cena to make it a 3-0 game. That's how I'm going over it because there's not much to talk about other than this team's injury to the point where this team is putting out it on the studs. It's not helping. Now we go to New York, and that's going to be a very difficult task to do if the Hawks don't do anything to help this roster. There's a player on free agent market at this point I would like them to sign just for help for scoring, and that's Phil Kessel. But I don't know if that's going to happen because right now Kyle Davidson has not shown that he's going to bring in any help for this roster right now. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts are and what you want to see the Hawks do to help this team to fix this roster. So thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, get some help, please, Kyle. This team